Like I was talking to, I've talked to a bunch of comics about this, but I think recently I was talking to Segura about it. We're like, can you imagine living your whole life and never killing? To just crush. Thank you. Good night. You know, to lay down a Netflix special, you know, and have people watch it all around the country.
I can't go without it.
I know it's hard.
Doing it tonight.
That weekend that we did in Houston, man.
Say hey. On the way, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. We're on Facebook Live. Oh, let's go. Oh, well, shit. I'm excited. What?
You don't walk in front of the lady.
Sorry.
Chivalry is dead.
Shit, over. I guess that's long to get in. Probably. Are they buying tickets? Oh, dude, it's not even 7 yet. It's 6:49. That's why they're fucking waiting.
Huh?
That's why they're waiting. 6:49. It's not even 7 yet. Doors open at 7.
Okay, we'll get one. Damn, I thought we were late.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It'd be great if we got hit on camera.
Tablets and laptops. So this is an on-site photo trip. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy the event.
Oh, we're at the Joe Rogan concert. It's gonna be great. We got here a little early. Still long. See, I got the tickets. You gotta walk in another place and then you get in this place. Oh, where are my friends? Wait, I've lost my family. Okay, here we go. I know where y'all went.
You got scared.
I got scared. I went, that's Adults for Help.
How badass is this right now?
Oh, it's sick. This is sick. Dude, let's go. Let's go.
Really good seats.
We got them good hitters. We got them hitters. Good seats, bitch. Let's go. Is this which one? Verse 17?
109. It'll be down that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be down that way. Well, sure, look at the numbers. I'm too.
Fuck yeah. You guys ready for a great fucking night tonight or what?
Let's go!
Dude, this shit. Very excited to be here. Nice to meet you guys. My name is Tony Hinchcliffe, and I am one of the top young rising comedians in the world. Now, normally I'm known for my very edgy, dark, what's been described as roasty and violent sense of humor. However, I just found out that in a few days I will be performing for my first time on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Thank you. Thank you. It's a very wholesome, family-friendly show. It's not really my wheelhouse, but I have to practice some of this new clean material, so I'm going to do it in front of you guys. Is that okay?
Let's go!
All right, here we go. Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Abortion is now illegal in the state of Alabama, a state in which abortion should be mandatory. We don't need babies from Alabama. Most babies born in Alabama grow up to be people that live in Alabama. Garbage people. None of your favorite people are from there. No great people really come out of the state of Alabama. Helen Keller. Perfect abortion. Oh, we're big, tough Houston Pants. Too soon for the Helen Keller jokes in here, really? She's dead, people. Alright? Even if she was alive and in this room here tonight, she would have no idea what I just said about her. She'd be trying to fit in with the rest of you listening to the chair in front of her for vibrations.
Holy shit.
That's my impression of Helen Keller. Perfect abortion. Blind and deaf, running around slapping everybody like she's the third Diaz brother. Get the fuck out of here. Perfect abortion. Forrest Gump, Greenbow, Alabama. Fictional character? Sure. Still the second most important person to ever come out of the state of Alabama. Mentally challenged guy.
Texas in general, because Texas is like what the rest of the world thinks America is. Now, you talk to some dude in another part of the world that sucks and has never been to America. Like, what do you think happens over there? Big tits and guns, that's so crazy. San Antonio, that's close.
Let's go!
It's part of America.
Fuck yeah!
You can get there. I have friends that have never been to Texas, and they're like, I don't know what to expect. I take them right to Buc-ee's. I can tell you, but you gotta see it. I like the look in their face while you're pulling it, like, are we supposed to be here? Is this a fucking government gas station? What is this? What the fuck is this? And if you've never been to Buc-ee's, and you're from out of town, the best way to describe it is if you took a dude in the middle of a cocaine rampage and said, hey man, I want you to make me the ultimate gas station. Cost no object. Go for it, son. He'd be like, first of all, we're gonna need Yeti coolers. Load of them, bro. You're gonna need 1,000 pumps. You're gonna need pickled animal dicks and Chuck Norris action jeans in camouflage in every size known to man.
Let's go!
The place doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, there's gotta be more than one person. That's a big company. It's not like one guy's digging the holes, putting the pumps in, setting up the store. No, there's gotta be business partners. So someone has gotta be in the room. Not one guy. It might be one guy with the money. Again, listen, bitch, you don't work at Buc-ee's. There's 11,000 people in this room. You think you're smarter than everybody else? Like, I understand jokes. It's gotta have an accountant, man. Imagine telling your accountant you need 1,000 gas pumps.
Oh no.
Why do you need 1,000 gas pumps? There's not that many people that want gas. What if they're over? They're gonna wait? You're gonna wait for gas? Not on my fucking watch. I'll just start shooting holes in the fucking ceiling. When the Comanche's coming back. If you're a woman and you're here because your man is a fan of my podcast, I am sorry. I'm super sorry. To all of you, I didn't mean for this shit to happen. I also grew up without a dad. I know how confusing life can be. Start listening to morons like me to have advice. Girls come up to me, they get mad. They're like, hey, he listens to you when we have sex. Don't. I don't know what to tell you. Don't do that. I didn't tell him to do that. If you listen to me, you gotta listen to me all the time. That means I tell you I'm a fucking moron, right? I had a DNA test. I had one of those 23andMe's. I found out that I have 57% more Neanderthal than a regular person. Ha ha! Laughing at the fucks and handicaps. Will you people please put your fucking phones down? It's so weird. It's so weird. Living your life through a 4-inch screen. Can we just hang out as people for one night, get a little fucked up? Not have to worry about this. Again, when a fucking moron like me has a good idea, but I'm the guy interviewing scientists. You know the world's fucked up. Oh yeah, bring him to that cage fighter guy. He used to make people eat animal dicks. He's the right guy to talk to a physicist. 57% more Neanderthal. I got those results back. I'm like, I knew this wasn't regular stupid. Because I would have thoughts. I was like, you're not supposed to even have these thoughts. I don't do anything bad, but sometimes I'm like, man, why am I thinking that? Like when I was talking to Elon Musk, he was telling me they're going to put people on Mars, but that the first people that go to Mars, they're going to have to stay there forever. We can't bring them back. The moment he tells me that, all I can picture is 4 dudes strapped into a rocket on the way to Mars. Flying through space. One guy pulls out a gun. Boom! Shoots that guy. Bang! Shoots that guy. Boom! Blows his own brains out. Leaves one guy alive going, flying all the way to Mars. Strapped in next to 3 dead dudes.
Oh my God.
I don't know why I thought that. But I did. That's all I could think of. Elon is talking to me about growing carrots on Mars, fucking terraforming, and all I'm thinking is, should I tell him? I'll probably tell him. He doesn't know anybody stupid. You don't know anybody stupid. See, smart people gotta know stupid people, and we gotta know smart people. You can think you're smart, but then you talk to someone like Elon Musk, and you're like, oh, okay. Tell me what to do. I believe in evolution, folks, but I don't believe it's even. Evolution, first of all, sounds like a terrible story. If a moron told you about evolution, you'd be like, what? Yeah, the dinosaurs ran the whole planet, and then a rock came out of the sky and it killed them all. And a little shrew came out of the ground and it just kept doing its best every day. One day, it became a person. Fuck that, I'm sticking with Jesus. Wacky ass fucking story are you selling? That's what you believe? You ever see a mouse become anything but a fucking mouse? How does that even happen? Like, I believe in evolution, but I just don't think I don't think all the monkeys were on the starting block at the exact same time. Like, Mark, get set, go! And they all just fucking kept doing their best every day. And all became a person holding hand in hand, crossing the finish line. No, that's not how the world works. You know? There's a lot of fuckery involved in this life. And I think somewhere in my ancestry, someone was like, fuck it. One more time with the monkey. It was probably pretty late in the game too, like after they invented shoes. And all his friends like, hey man, I told you, you gotta stop fucking monkeys. Whatever, bro. What's the name, man? I didn't ask to be born like this. Genetics are weird, right? Like, people are like proud of their genes. That's the dumbest shit to be proud of. You didn't do anything. You literally did nothing. But I found out my own heritage. I got really excited. Like, I found out I have 1.6% African. Thank you. It's all dick. It's all dick. I was hoping for 10%, honestly. I would have settled for 10% Native American. Native American might even be cooler because you can pretend to hear shit that other people don't. The spirits are angry. 1.6 is not a lot. It is, however, 200 times more Native American than Elizabeth Warren. This is crazy. She's like, I was just kidding. Not really Indian. Oh, well, I'll give you the job back. Genes are weird, you know? We're all proud of it. That's why racism is so fucking stupid. Like, you're proud of something that you didn't even work for. It's so silly. Oh, when someone claps at a comedy show for something like that. Yeah, and then he gave us some knowledge. I don't know what percentage African you have to be where you can freely drop the N-bomb. But I think we can all agree that 1.6% isn't enough. It's something, if someone's telling you, you're fine, yeah, go for it. That's someone trying to get you killed. I don't know what the number is, but I bet we'd all be disappointed if we voted on it. There would be a lot of people cut out. What if we made it like 40%? Guess what? Colin Kaepernick. No disrespect. He's a powerful gentleman. However, he does look like a pharaoh. He belongs on the side of a pyramid. He might be 18%. That afro's not throwing me off. My fucking nose is wider than his. Hey! What's going on? I bet that dude has a tanning bed. I could do this all day!
Oh, dude, that's serious. Damn, this is wrong.
He's gonna beat us! Wouldn't that be ironic? This whole thing is about stopping violence. Wouldn't that be ironic? He beat my ass. The fact that I pointed out he looks like a pharaoh. I don't say the N-word, but I have. I never said I call it impersonate. What I have said is that I was going to quote a Chris Rock bit. Instead of saying the N-word, I would just say the word. But then someone made a compilation of every time I ever used that word over the last 15 years. And they made a YouTube video. And it turns out that looks racist as fuck. Woo, even to me, I was watching, I was like, stop saying it! Oh my God, he said it again! What the fuck? Like, how much more time is that? 4 minutes! It didn't matter, there were years between those words, and millions of other words I said. Doesn't matter. Clip, push them together, fuck you. That word's just too radioactive. I don't think we should ban words, but I think we should have to pay money to use the most offensive ones. And then that money goes to like cancer research or something. Think about it, like every time you go to renew your registration, you buy 5 faggot tags. And you know that you're like, help it. You help it, it's easy. And if you want to use all 5 of them at once, you can use them on a cop. You know how you without me yet? Come on. Woo! You get pulled over for rolling through a stop sign, just hold up your tags. I'm curing cancer, faggot!
Oh, shit.
Woo! Just drive away. The cops go, thank you for doing your part, sir. Can you imagine if they cured AIDS with faggot tags?
Oh, dude. That's too much. That's too
Everyone
much.
be like, which way is up? What is this world? What is life? It's just a noise. It's the problem with like forbidden language is just make that language more powerful. It's the opposite of what you want it to do. You want it to stop the word. It doesn't stop the word. Everybody knows what the word is. You're just going to make it more dangerous. And people are going to hold on to it. Wait. I want them to cure diseases. I don't give a fuck about words. I want them to cure Down syndrome for 2 reasons. Because it's a terrible disease. And because I want to call people retards. I really miss them. If there's no one with Down syndrome, no one everywhere. We're good, we're clear. Oh, it's open season on real retards. I'm not talking about a person with a disease. If someone makes a YouTube video about the world being flat, they don't have a fucking disease. They're retarded. Okay? That's dangerous. I have friends that get home and they're in college and they watch those videos. Then I get phone calls at 2 in the morning. Bro, it's flat. No, it's not, you fuck. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's scary. It's weird times. Trying to make the world so safe and easy for people. We need wolves in the streets. This is the problem, folks, these goddamn phones. This is one of the #1 problems. Everyone's connected to some digital device. And then we're taking in people's opinions through these devices. That's what's really weird. You know, like you hear people tweeting things, you start thinking, do they have a point? What is that? Here's what a lot of people don't know. 90% of all tweets are made by 10% of the people. And those people are 100% retarded. No! What did I do? That's the word. It's the right word. It doesn't have anything to do with disease. That's the word. These fucking phones are strange, folks. We didn't see this coming. We didn't see anything that has anything to do with the phone coming. If you walked up to a phone in like 1998 and said, someday you're gonna watch people fuck on that.
Oh shit.
You're the fucking worst predictor of the future ever.
It looks like a turkey.
Fucking phone up. Phone shame him. Phone shame that man. Weird, man. We're so connected to stupid things. You ever drive to work and you're halfway there and you realize you're on your phone? You're in traffic, like, fuck, you gotta make a decision. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna be late for work. Going to work with no phone.
Yes.
Yes. Bored.
I swear to God, I did that Friday.
Like, Dick, what are you talking about? No phone. Fuck you. It's one of the great pleasures in life when you think you've lost your phone, and then you found it. It's one of like unsung great feelings. There's a lot of great feelings we all know about, like the birth of our children is one of the greatest feelings. Love is a great feeling. Here's one no one talks about: taking a shit with a Q-tip in each ear. One of the best feelings You know, you gotta try it. You're gonna be sitting there like going, oh my God, I found the frequency. The only other thing that feels similar is when you think you lost your phone and then you found it. You know, you leave the car and you're, oh, my fucking phone, we gotta turn. Yeah, we're gonna take pictures of our food, let everyone know we're eating clean. I never leave my house without my phone. I leave my kids at home all the time. They're home right now. They're with my wife's mom. She's an awesome lady. I love having, like, that my kids have a grandma they love and they can trust. I trust her. I love her. Everybody loves her. I totally trust her with my kids. Never trust that bitch with my phone. Get out of there, Nana! It's the real me. Every dude's phone is the real me. The number one thing that every guy was afraid of when Face ID came out was getting your phone open while you were asleep. Not because you're a bad person. It's because, like, there's certain things I don't want you to see. Like, if you have your best friend, you give your best friend your phone, and he takes yours, and you just go through each other's pictures, looking each other in the eye. Ready? Go. You're gonna get about 14 swipes in, he's gonna be like, stop! Stop. I don't want you to know everything. I want you to know the me. I saw my wife's mom going through my phone, I'm like, I fucking panic. I don't want to have to explain. Look, I say a lot of shit to my friends that I don't really mean, but I think it's funny. I don't want to have to explain that to my wife's mom. It's like, look, read it! He says he's gonna kill you and fuck me! I told you! That's what I told you! Oh, and there's pictures of dicks in his phone that aren't even his. Are you okay with that? I mean, what the fuck is going on? Seriously! I got a whole folder of them. I send my wife pictures of other dudes' dicks. Just to see if she's paying attention. The way to find out if you have a good jeweler, you bring them a fake diamond. Look at it. What are we doing here, man? My wife's mom is, she's an older lady. She's healthy, but she's an older lady, and, you know, she's not going to get younger. And we had this weird conversation where my wife was like, I never want her to go to a nursing home ever. And I go, but what if it's like a really good nursing home? She goes, no, they get STDs. I don't know if you knew that. Apparently, leave old people alone. They just fuck up a storm. Glad you laughed. That's what I thought. I started looking up, I'm like, I'm screaming at me, what the fuck is wrong with you? You think that's funny? It's sad. Like, no, it's only sad for one half of the old population. It's only sad for old ladies. If old ladies get a venereal disease, like, man, she's gone through so much, and at the end of the road, this happens. Oh. But if there was a place that I knew I could take my grandpa, and he'd definitely get herpes. Over to that little dude and be like, fuck yeah, you're getting herpes. Give him a couple extra twists of his mustache. Fill that little guy up with so much Viagra, he'd go deaf and just push him towards those old hoes. Let's do some work, Grandpa. Let those bitches know. This is what my wife says. Who wants to have sex with an 85-year-old woman? 102-year-old man. Oh. Keep coming with the dumb questions. They don't care what they look like, babe. They can't see, okay? You're living in a goddamn Norman Rockwell painting. What do you want them to do? Play bingo till their fucking heart stops? He survived! Nah! Okay, he survived the fucking Vietnam! You think some undermotivated security guard is gonna keep him from Mrs. Wilson? Just giving him the eye since activities? But it's one of those things. It's one of those things where we look very different. And males that look like females. You know, no one wants their grandma to be a whore. But some of them have to be. This is how it works. Whores are real. Some of them survive. Just no one wants it to be inconvenient for them, for your grandma, to like something that makes you uncomfortable. Right? You go to visit grandma in the nursing home, and she's wearing lingerie and putting lipstick on the outside. Grandma, what are you doing? I've always wanted to be a whore. I never got a chance. I have respect for your grandfather, but now that he's gone, I'm going to live my truth. No, Grandma, no! Does she want her pussy? No! Grandma, no! You better get out of this room because these cocks aren't going to suck themselves. It's horrible, right? Everybody meet up afterwards. Go to the fucking taqueria and get set. I can't believe we're eating Grandma. Our grandma's a whore. Our fucking grandma. As soon as I've known her, she's been amazing. But if you went to visit your grandpa, he was wearing an army helmet, open bathrobe, giant hard-on, bottle of Jack, naked old ladies in his room, everyone's out of breath. And he's like, I fuck and I wait for Jesus. Holy shit, call Netflix. Make a documentary about Grandpa. He's a goddamn savage. You pay money to meet your grandpa.
Oh my God.
Fucked up and shooting over dusty loads. How do you want to die, huh? Want to die peacefully with your hands crossed? No one knows. We're all confused. It's scary, scary times. It is. I'm worried about every single aspect of it. I'm worried about technology. I'm worried about woke culture. I'm worried about everything. I try to be woke, but it's just too difficult to catch up. You have to check in every day. Is this racist yet? What is it? Will we good? Some things make sense, some things don't. Look, I'm old. When I was in high school, you could be Hitler for Halloween. In high school, you could bring a fucking Hitler mask in. People go, oh, Tommy's pretending to be Hitler. They wouldn't beat the fuck out of you and put you on the news. They would just go, no, he's not a Hitler. He's not a real Nazi. He lives next door. We've known him forever. We went to school together. I get it. People don't want to see you pretending that it's fun to be a Nazi. Here's what I don't get. Why is it okay to pretend to be a pirate? Johnny Depp, tell me what the fuck is going on there. Those are the worst people that have ever lived. They killed millions of people for thousands of years. Their flag was a fucking dude's head. They let you know. We're gonna kill and steal. They didn't have other skills. But somehow it's okay for your little kid to be a pirate for Halloween. You're like, look at little Billy. Oh my God, so cute. Look at his little patch. And somebody tried to carve his eye out of his fucking head. Adorable. Look at his little hook. He lost his hand raping. He's so cute. What's Tommy gonna be? Oh, Tommy's a slave owner. Yeah, we checked. There's been enough time. Look at this little whip. Better not get sassy. Folks, I'm trying to get canceled. I've tried so hard. I don't understand what the holdup is. It seems like it should have already happened. It's soft times, man. People are dying of vaping. What's going to have kids? We lost my little Billy to vaping. We have to stop this. We're going to go all the way to Congress. He was a good boy. He's not good at he was going to learn how to vape. We lost him to that silky smooth nicotine smoke. 3.5 little angels going to heaven. It seems like a lot, but there's a lot of fucking people, folks. 150 people die every year because coconuts fall in their head, okay? Where's the coconut ban? We lose 3,000 people every year in this country alone from aspirin. He's like, oh, my head hurts from vaping. I'm just gonna chew aspirin until I fucking pass out. You suck it on a robot dick and you worried about what's happening? Strawberry smoke, is that natural? Hey, my grandfather ate cigarettes and he lived to be 1,000. Vaping took you out, pussy? You die from vaping, it's because vaping got there first, alright? That dumb fuck would have choked to death on cookies and milk. He's an idiot. He's a dummy. Oh, we lost a bundle of potential. So confusing. I think Facebook got him. He's part of a pro-vaping group. Phones are eventually going to get in your body. You know that's going to happen, right? Everybody's wearing them on their wrist now. How many people have Apple Watches? Just a matter of time for one day Apple has a commercial and says, we don't need batteries. In fact, the human body is one gigantic electrical system, and we don't need screens. We can send far more vivid images directly to your brain. We can make these devices very small, like the size of a marble. And you put it in your ass. Screen goes to blank, think different. Most of us will be like, that's it, I'm getting a flip phone, I'm moving the woods. Terminator was right, I know what's going on. There's gonna be dudes like Steve-O, they're like, fuck yeah, dude, I'll put it in my ass. Stuffs it in his butt, starts doing cartwheels, and he's always happy. Why is he so happy? Apparently not, but it ramps up dopamine 2,000%, cures depression worldwide. No more, only love. Put it in your ass, faggot. Stop this. If we did do that, if everybody found out it was better, some small little thing, if you leave it up in the morning, when you brush your teeth, something you just do. But it makes everybody happy. It would just be a matter of time. But every year, like the iPhone Max, just gets a little bigger. Just a little stiffer. Yikes! Filled with new features, you get the mind reading software. Yeah, bro, how long does it take to get used to this one? After a while, I'm just gonna make it the shape of a dick. Like, let's be honest, you get fucked by the future, alright? You like that? That girl likes that, hear that? All we would have to do to get inside your body is give you something that's better than what you can get if it's outside your body. Like if there was a way where something in your body could give you an orgasm anytime you want it. It sounds like a good idea. But if you really think about how hard it is to not look at Instagram, how hard would it be to not just come anytime you're bored? It sounds like a ridiculous premise, right? Well, in 1971, there was a lady, and she was allergic to pain medication. So in the 70s, they didn't have the internet, so they just experimented on people. They drilled holes in this lady's head, and they stuck some wires in her brain, and they gave her an electrical device. And anytime she felt discomfort, she'd hit a button, a charge would go right to the center of her brain, and she would orgasm. Anytime she wanted, hit a button. That's what she did. That lady came 2,000 times a day. Stopped talking to her kids, didn't drink water. The doctor tried to pull it out of her head, she bit the doctor. All she was doing was just ears ringing, toes curling.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
An ulcer on the finger that she used to hit. But you know what else they said? She never switched fingers. She didn't give a fuck about that finger. You think you're better than that lady? You're not, man. None of us are. It's supposed to be difficult to have an orgasm. That's what makes us nicer. We're nice to each other. You want someone to do it to you, you to them, and you're like, I do too, okay? It makes you better. You can't just hit a fucking button to fuck the word. You can't do it.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Sit across from each other, just nothing in their pants. One guy would be old school. Hey man, you come in front of me. Relax, dude. I'm listening to your story.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
This thing is jizzing in my pants. Some dudes would be better at playing poker. Just look right at you. It's amazing. What kind of a fucking world are we living in? Really? Wish I didn't. Don't. I think there's a lot of noise going on right now because it's too easy to just say things that don't really represent your real thoughts. You say things you want other people to hear. Do things because you want people to think you're a good person. It's tricky. Because you shouldn't do good things. But you shouldn't do good things because you want people to think you're good when you're. It's fucking tricky. You gotta know when it's bullshit. Like a friend of mine asked me to walk for AIDS. I'm like, I don't think it helps. People have been walking for AIDS forever, there's still AIDS. Like, what's missing? You always walk. It's like saying, I'm gonna sleep for homeless people. It doesn't work that way. You gotta do something. You can't just, unless you're walking to a scientist's house with a big bag of money. This lady yelled at me, she goes, it's for AIDS awareness. I'm like, who the fuck isn't aware of AIDS? What kind of a piece of shit do you have to be? No one tells you about AIDS. People, I'm going over to Tommy's house, tell him about AIDS. Fuck that dude. How many people here took sober October? What are you guys doing?
Nope.
I think this is my last year. I want to do it weeks at a time, not a whole month. It gets annoying. People are like, you need it? Do you need to get high? No, you don't need a house either, stupid. Indians live in teepees forever. What the fuck are you talking about? The problem with sobriety is that people want to pretend that it's better than being high or fucked up. It's not. It's not. It's just it comes with a price. Getting fucked up comes with a price. Are you gonna pay that price or not? If you're not, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna save all my money and stay inside. Okay, sober people, I see what you're doing. You're saving all your mental money and staying inside. I like to get high and go to the airport. That's my favorite thing. Because most of the time the airport's really boring. Right? It's just something you have to do. But if you're so high you think you're definitely going to die any second now, this is what I do. I take a 200 milligram edible in my drive yet. It takes me 40 minutes to get to the airport. And if I hit traffic, oh, fuck! Fuck! And it happens. It happened 9 times this year. You just gotta stay in the line. Stay in those lines. Woo! I'm barely thinking about driving. I'm thinking about Russian scientists bringing back maps and asteroid impacts and staph infections and those bobbles are telling the truth. I will let everybody in my lane. I'm like, come on in. You won't be happier than me. Let's get there early. Let's hug. Let's hug and get When you're high at the airport, it's like it makes the whole thing better, and it's the best place to be too high because they tell you what to do. You can be so fucked up, like get in line, like give me a ticket, sit down, don't be left. You fucking chair. Down that with water, like, and you're like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. But you always make it. You always make it. Your friend's like, dude, you're gonna be okay. I don't think so, man. But you're always okay. It's like a near-death experience, and you always survive. And every time I land, I always have the same feeling. I'm always like, I'm gonna be a better person. For real, I need to be nicer. I gotta get my shit together. The one time it's ever fucked me up, legitimately. First of all, there's people out there that say, hey, you shouldn't joke around about driving high. No, you shouldn't joke around about driving high. Okay? I drive high all the time. Set the cones up, bitch. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I know what I'm doing. Ooh. Set, make some tests, do some studies. The only time it's ever fucked me up being too high at the airport is, like, I have kids, I have children. I can't, like, I don't pay attention to anything else other than them when I'm home. I can't get that high. If you get really high around kids, you're like, what to do? What to do? If the kid falls down, you're like, I can't. You know what to do. The airport's the place to get that fucked up. The only time it backfired is I have TSA pre, you know what that is? You do a background check, if you're a good person, let you keep your shoes on. Thank you, overlords.
Good person.
But I got randomly selected while I was high as fuck. The only thing that saved me was that the lady who worked there knew she has a bullshit job. Like, I go through their little metal detector thing, and a light goes on. She goes, sir, you've been randomly selected for additional screening. I'm so high, I'm not even sure if I'm really awake. I'm looking at I'm like, are you trying to tell me something? So I think I'm going to talk my way out of this. Like, oh, I have that TSA pre thing. She goes, oh, I know, it's dumb as fuck. But it doesn't take long, so let's just do this, shall we? I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. All right, let's do it. Goes in. So I'm like, someone's going to know I'm high. Someone's going to know I'm high. But then she goes, male assist! I go, male assist? Did you just assume my gender? Yeah, you should use that anytime you get in trouble. No one knows what to do. People panic. You're not smiling, they're like, fuck, I'm going to jail. Assume his gender, or her gender, I'm sorry, fuck. No one knows what to do. It's a new thing. She knows what to do. She looks at me, she goes, I'm sorry, is you a woman, motherfucker? We both look at each other and go, ah! Oh, you're right too! Oh, she's like leaning on me, she's like, ah! So, I high-fived this nice lady. And they bring over this dude who starts touching me while he's asking me UFC questions. It was legitimately one of the weirdest moments of my life. First of all, when I'm high, I'm ticklish, so I'm just standing like together. And this dude's on his knees going, "You think Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz are gonna fight again?" I'm just trying to be cool. I'm like, I hope so. They can touch you in front of people. No one cares. This is a real conversation I had with this man. He goes, "I'm gonna run the back of my hand against your crotch."
Never want to hear that.
I'm going, "Why are you gonna use the back of your hand? Is that for you or for me? Who's getting a better deal out of that?" I need to talk to your manager. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Who made that decision? Back your hand? Get your fingers on it, pussy. Let's get this over with. Okay? Back your hand might be the worst way to figure out what the fuck things are. You don't know what you're touching with the back of your hand. This is guesswork. This is a stupid, numb part of your body that barely gives you any data. Everyone's cracking safes at the back of their hands. This is silly, man. This is how you touch dicks? Don't touch your balls. You're wasting my time and you're wasting yours. If you're honest about what you feel, we could be here forever, okay? Because you don't know what that is. How many dicks have you touched? That's a fucking rule, folks. That's like this guy improvises. It's not like he shows up at work and like, "Hey, Tony, how you gonna touch dicks today?" "Today I wanna use my shoulder. To save us from terror." That guy's gonna follow the rule. That means our fucking government had a meeting on how to touch dicks. We all got together like, "I ain't a homo. I ain't fucking homo either." It's no counting. We all suck each other off and join the street pride parade. Street pride parade's probably the gayest thing you can do without really fucking a guy. I'm straight without parade. Do you see what's wrong with that? Parade's the gayest thing you can do. What are you doing, man? If I was like a gay predator, I would definitely do a straight pride parade. As the guys walking by, I'd be like, "Are you sure?" I bet you're not sure. What are you trying to say? I'm just trying to say, don't touch my dick with the back of your hands. It's dismissive, right? So it's the most dismissive way to touch a dick. Like, But if you push back, that's hazier. If you're like, "Oh yeah, piece of shit, what do you like? You're not touching my dick, I didn't know." I'll tie you, take you to jail. I told the man, this is all nonsense. What you need to do is put your hand on the tip of my dick and use your third eye to see if I'm a good person. You just say that with confidence. Most of you are like, "What? That doesn't work." Well, on you. 1 out of 3,000 people is working. That's how cults get started. If you want to start a cult, you don't want you pesky question-asking motherfuckers. You want that clueless dude, pre-cum on his forehead. Those are the people who keep it alive. I don't say any of this, right? This is all bullshit. I think this, but I don't say it. I just want to go to Starbucks. I want to catch my flight. I turn around, I get my bags, I turn around, and right where I went through with all this hassle and molestation, a dude walks right through with a dog. There's some people that just fucking travel with dogs. Nothing. walk around with a dog. Oh, look, I got a piece of paper from my doctor that says I'm fucked. Oh, let me look at that. Yeah, you must be annoying. You must be in the doctor's office, and the doctor's like, get the fuck out of here, yeah. And you can't travel without fluff. Thank you, can you fuck? How about you take more pills, you crazy bitch? How about that? How about you take pills and pretend you're flying? Bring a goddamn dog everywhere. I love my dog too, but I'm a courteous person. I don't need to bring a small wolf with a rope around its neck on a metal tube filled with strangers. You remember when you used to have to be blind? Wasn't that long ago? You want to bring a dog everywhere? You had to be blind. Now, just have to be sad. Hey, fuck you, everyone's sad. Get the goddamn wolf off this plane. Doesn't end with dogs, folks. If you let these crazy assholes bring dogs on, they're gonna get bored. They're gonna bring mountain goats and orangutans and other wacky animals and fucking spirit creatures. A lady got kicked off the Delta recently, if you don't believe me. She tried to bring on board an emotional support peacock. A fucking dinosaur! That bitch had a pimp dinosaur! Imagine carrying a dinosaur to the front counter. He's my rock. He is my anchor. Is there an animal on this planet that gives less of a fuck about you than a peacock? You get shot in the face in front of a peacock and you just go, feathers.
Oh, shit.
You know why girls will bring peacocks? You know why? Because men are gross and we'll still fuck you even if you have a peacock. That's the problem. The problem is men. We're disgusting. A guy with a peacock doesn't have a chance. Girls will be like, oh my god, he brought a fucking peacock to the club. Are you kidding me? What kind of a fucking loser brings a peacock everywhere? I mean, what the fuck? Girl with big tits and a peacock, guys like, cool bird. I like those. Those are the best birds. What the hell? Is that really true? It's true. Men treat women differently. Because men and women are different things. I know that's really dangerous to say right now. It's dangerous to say men and women are different. But it's only dangerous to the retards on Twitter. We covered this. We all know that there are huge differences between the way we feel about men and women. Like, when I was 13, I was molested by a 21-year-old woman. And it was awesome. It was really good. I never lost a minute's sleep. She was a nice lady. She taught me about Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. She let me suck her titties. If I saw her today, I'd give her a hug. She was a nice lady. Nobody got hurt. But if I ever found out that a 21-year-old man was molesting my 13-year-old daughter, I would never stop shooting him. I would show up every day to the hole in the ground where his body used to be. And I'd go like, click, click, see you tomorrow, faggot. Get back home, get a fresh box of ammo. That'll be my new hobby. Make it a little lead mountain where that pervert used to be. Why? Because we're different, folks. We're different. We feel bad when girls die, always. Sometimes when guys die, it's hilarious. There's never a story where a woman dies like, oh. It's sad. Most of the time when dudes die, it's sad. Sometimes not. I'm going to give you a nod. I'm sure you heard the story. There was a dude who was a missionary, went to visit an uncontacted tribe in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Yes. small tribe. There's only 39 of them. They're the direct descendants of people who left Africa 60,000 years ago. And they landed on this tiny island. And the dude who knew how to make boats, he died. And that's it. No one learned shit. Everybody else is standing around. Well, this dude, this missionary, decided he was going to visit these people and bring them Bibles. And they fucked him up. They killed him with arrows on the beach. The day he died, I went right to the comedy store. I'm like, I'm going in. I'm not waiting. Somebody else is going to make a bid on this before I get a chance to. Some lady yelled at me. She's like, he's not even in the ground yet. I'm like, they're going to eat him. Why would they put him in the ground? You can't. There's a certain level of stupidity. You can't bring Bibles to people who can't read, you dumb fuck. Okay? How about start slow? Bring them a book on how to read books. Bring them a pair of shorts. Like, boom. Yeah, better than leaves, right? Tomorrow we're gonna be back to the spoon. I'm gonna freak you the fuck out. I'm your friend. Then Bible. Eventually. You don't give someone a Bible when you first meet them. That's like fingering somebody before you kiss them. Like, it's two good things, but in the wrong order. Most people don't like that. This fucking guy picked the wrong place, too. I got high and I went down the internet rabbit hole after I read this story. This island is almost haunted. The people that live in this island, there's a small number of them. And in the 1800s, they were visited by a famous pervert. There was a dude who was like a scientist, but really he would just show up and find these primitive tribes and measure all their dicks.
Sorry.
It's the sketch, whose name is Commander Maurice Vidal Portman. He's a real man. And he would travel all across the Pacific Islands and find people. And just, oh, how long is this one? Take journals. You can read the journals, detailed journals. This one had testicles the size of a sparrow's egg. These guys just stand there with a ruler on their dick, stand there looking at This guy was there for months, and he gave these people the flu, and a bunch of them died. So they kicked him off the island. Now these people don't have a written language. They only have stories. So they probably have a legend. The white dude shows up in a boat and just starts measuring dicks. Gives everybody the flu. They probably tell the story over and over again. So that dude, that missionary, when he pulled up in that boat, popped out with that Bible, they're like, fuck, he's real! He's real and he's back! You get shot with arrows when you're holding a Bible. Is there a greater sign that God doesn't love you? Like while he's sitting there bleeding out, just kind of be like, man, maybe I am annoying. I should listen to my sister. This is ridiculous. Some people were not sympathetic because this was an uncontacted tribe. And you're supposed to leave them alone. I'm like, why? Shouldn't we tell them about all the cool shit smart people figured out? We're gonna pretend? Do you want to live like that? No AC, all the bugs? Is that what we want to do? No? What are we doing here? Are we racist? Here's why it seems racist. Because they're always brown. Those uncontacted people are always brown. And I have a theory. I think you probably want to reluctantly agree with me on this. If there was a tribe of uncontacted white people living in the forest, they would rescue them. If you saw a little white baby starving with a leaf over his dick going, where is he? Where's the little pink baby? He's too pink for the forest. Can you imagine if they found a tribe of uncontacted white people alone in the woods? Poland. Line dance, don't jump. Hacky sacking, playing darts, doing regular white people shit. scientists would be like, they're white, look, it's genetic! These fucking dorks! So white! You could bring one back home. Have you met a white lady in the forest? You can bring her back. People would think it's cool. Hey, give her a better life. Yeah, I met her in the woods. She's walking all fucked up in heels. Dude, you better not cheat on her. No. Met her in the woods. She's a killer. We would think ultimately, like, we would think he's doing a service. He's doing a better. He's giving her a better life. Yeah, it's better. It's better for her this way. You can't bring a brown man home. Just leaf over his dick, waiting for you to come home. Standing in your driveway. Eventually, your neighbors are like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, he's my friend. I met him on vacation. Yeah, he's really cool. What would be the worry? The worry would be that you're fucking that guy. First worry would be slavery. Like, hey, what are you doing? Okay, how often are you fucking? Every day. When I give him 4 fish, I have a deal. He's like, 4 fish. Nobody makes sense. Nobody like, what the fuck? Put him back. He can't even read. Can't do that. Why? Is it because you people are homophobic? Nobody has a problem with the lady. Nobody has a problem with me bringing back the forest lady, right? You're not homophobic. Here's the problem. There's a distinction that nobody wants to make. There is a big difference between the type of people who do gay shit. There's people who do gay stuff because they're actually gay. And there's people who get tricked. If you're a straight dude that gets tricked and you're doing some gay shit, that's a goddamn tragedy, and we all know it. People don't want to admit it. There's a different standard. See, women can do gay shit anytime they want. Nobody gives a fuck. Like if my wife came home tonight and I was like, hey baby, how was your night? She's like, fucking Debbie tricked me into eating her pussy. Again. Like, oh, seems like you guys had a good time.
Oh my God.
But a guy fucking a guy when a guy didn't know, I thought it might be gay. I wasn't sure. What? You got tricked. A smarter man tricked you. That's what it is, because everyone knows, whether we say it or not, everyone knows that gay dudes are dudes. And every dude who ever lived is a shifty cum salesman. All of them. Me, that guy, for sure him, probably that guy as well, all of us. That's why there's so many people. And gay dudes are the same. They're guys who fuck guys. That's it. That's all it is. Doesn't mean you don't love them. I have gay friends that I love. And every now and then, I hug them, they hug me back, we look at each other and I go, no! Fine. They're guys who fuck guys. I know what guys are, I get it. If you ever come visit us in LA and you want to see what gay people are like when they're feral, when they're free, when they're held down by your judgment. Just outside the Comedy Store is Boys Town. Where the Comedy Store is Sunset Boulevard. Sunset is connected to La Cienega, that's the corner. You go down La Cienega to Santa Monica, you hook a right. And if you're a straight man, I want you to roll up your window and lock your door, okay? Because you're fixing to go through gay safari.
Changing to Montrose right here.
Again, I don't want anybody thinking I'm a bigot, because I'm not. But if you think I'm not going to make fun of gay people, I've been around them for a long time. I know what they are, man. I've thought about this. We're like, man, I should probably not talk about this because people are going to take it out of context and they're going to get mad at me. And I said, what I should do is just make that drive with a fresh perspective and see how I really feel. Without fail. Every time I do it, I've done it 3 times. Every time I turn down Santa Monica, the moment I hit the street, I clench my butthole shut. And I don't let it go until I see the ocean. I'm like, Jesus, boys, slow the fuck down! It's 5 blocks of no one saying no. It's all yang, no yin, and no one can get pregnant. It's chaos. It's not bad, but it's where they live, okay? It's like, look, if you're not a bee, don't live in a beehive. And if you're not gay, get the fuck out of that neighborhood. That neighborhood, they took over 5 blocks of the most expensive real estate in LA. No straight person dare move in. A lot of tribe, they pretend, I love gay people, I'm super progressive. That's what you say. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you got that pillow over your ear to drown out the techno and hearing. You look out the window, your neighbor's wearing a unicorn mask, butt fucking on a pool floaty. Again, you're like, God damn it! Fuck your cousins right! Fucking people are deranged! No, they're gay, that's all. That's what they like. They just can't be themselves when they're around you in your fucking suburbs. They're adopted kids, they can't get freaky! But if you talk about it, people think you're homophobic. I'm not homophobic, I love gay men. But I think of gay men the same way I think about lions. I'm happy they're real. But I don't want to be surrounded by What else are perspective? Why wouldn't you get fucked? What's wrong with you? You got a big ass. I don't even like doing the girl voice. That's how hard it is on girls these days. I'm trying to change my comedy. I'm trying to tone it down. Not really, but there's certain things. Look, I was happy when the Me Too movement happened because I love girls. I'm like, let's clean this up a little bit, folks. But there's a few things that concerned me. One of them was the Kavanaugh hearings. That guy who went up to the Supreme Court because they were giving him a hard time about some shit that happened when he was in high school. And I was like, high school? I have to move to Mexico. High school, that counts? High school counts? I didn't know you were a person back then. Holy shit. So there's some things that I don't say anymore. Like I have a friend, she's 39 years old, and she had a bumper sticker on her car that said, girls kick ass. If you're a 39-year-old man, and you had a bumper sticker on your car that says, boys kick ass, cops would pull you over, where are the boys? Boys are out there crushing it. Kick the shit out of him. What the fuck? Where's his bumper sticker? Shit! Back up! What's up with the boys? Girls kick ass! Yeah! No, some girls kick ass. And some bitches steal UPS packages off the porch.